Hello everyone, my name is Shiva and today we are going to discuss a very interesting problem on LeetCode, which is capacity to ship packages within D days. Now this problem deals with a very important variant of binary search, which is very commonly asked by a lot of MNCs in their algo round of interviews. So let's try to understand this problem. So in this problem, you have been given a set of weights which you need to ship from port A to port B. Now the constraint is that the maximum number of days that you can use to ship all these weights is D, and what you need to find is the minimum capacity of the ship that needs to be used to ship all these weights. Now let's try to visualize this problem. So if we see over here, let's say if we have a graph between the number of days that will be taken and the capacity of the ship. So let's say if we have a hypothetical ship which has an infinite capacity. So if it has an infinite capacity, any amount of weights that are given to it, it will be able to ship all those weights in just a single day. So let's say at infinite point, we'll always have number of days equal to 1. Now till what point the ship is able to ship all these packages within a single day? Now the point is equal to, till the point we have the capacity at least equal to the summation of all these weights. So that is summation of Wi, which in this case is 55. So let's put this point as sigma of Wi. Now once we cross this limit, what happens is that the number of days would start increasing. So let's say, now I am drawing it for simplicity purpose to be exactly linear, but this graph may not exactly be linear. Now after some point there will be we'll reach a particular capacity where you won't be able to transfer the weights within let's say any amount of time. So when will this come? This will happen when you'll reach a point where you are not able to transfer the maximum of these weights in a single shipment. So let's say let's mark this point as max of Wi. So after this point, the number of days that are required would go to infinity. So our problem, if we see, lies exactly in this region, which is between max of Wi and sigma of Wi. So if we see, like, our answer lies somewhere in between, and there at somewhere in this point, let's say if the max number of days would have been 3, our answer would have been this particular weight. So to find this correct answer, one thing that we can do is that just to loop across max of Wi and sigma of Wi and see at what point between this and this point we are able to fulfill the situation that maximum number of days that are taken is less than equal to 3. So let's see how we are going to do this. So let's see how we are going to iterate across max weight towards sigma weight and try to find the first value which kind of satisfied our situation where all the weights can be transferred within d number of days. So we are going to iterate from min capacity, which is maximum of all the weights, and towards max capacity, which is sigma of all the weights. And we are going to find the first value which satisfies can be transferred function, which states that given capacity is able to transfer all the weights within t days. So let's see how it functions. So over here we maintain two variables, day and sum. Basically day represents the current day of shipment, whereas sum represents how much of weight have we already added to current day's shipment. So we are going to iterate across all the weights and try to add this weight to the current shipment. Now how we are going to check whether we can add this weight or not? We are going to compare it against the capacity of ship. If it doesn't exceed the capacity of the ship, then that means we can add this current weight to the current shipment. But if it does exceed, what we are going to do is we are going to increment the day, that is we are going to move towards the next day and add this current weight to the next shipment. Now by doing this, once we exhaust all the weights, we are going to check how many days we took to do all these shipments. Now if this day doesn't exceed that maximum number of days that are allowed for us, then that means this is the correct answer. But if it doesn't, then what we do is that we try to call this function with a higher value of capacity by moving to the next iteration. So this is one possible solution, but let's see the time complexity of this. So if we see over here, we are iterating across all the weights. So let's assume the total number of weights that we have were n. So we have O of n. Now multiplied by, see if we are calling this particular function can be transferred from min capacity to max capacity. And max capacity over here is sigma of all the weights. So let's put over here sigma of Wi. Now if we see over here, this seems to be a very high time complexity owing to the fact that sigma of W of I could be huge. So let's see how we can make it better. So what we tried till now was basically a linear search in our entire search space, starting from min capacity towards max capacity. So what we can do to improve this solution is basically try out a binary search. In binary search, usually what we do is that always try to divide our entire search space into two halves in each of the iterations. So let's say initially we have these two as our min and max. So our new point that we are going to choose, which is mid, is basically min plus max divided by 2. Let's say it lies somewhere over here. Now for this mid capacity, what we are going to do is that we are going to try to pass this through our can be transferred function, which we saw earlier. Now if this value satisfies the can be transferred condition, that is all the weights can be transferred within d days if we are using mid capacity, then what we mean over here is that all the weights, all the capacities which lie within this region kind of satisfies the condition that all the weights can be transferred within less than equal to d days. So if we choose any point between this, we are able to transfer the weights. But what we need to do is that we need to find the minimum value of basically the capacity. So what we are going to do is that we are going to leave this portion. We are going to concentrate only within this portion now. So our max value kind of becomes mid and our min remains min. Right? So let's take the other way around. Now if let's say this situation was not satisfied, that is the can be transferred function said that the value is greater than d. So in this case we know anything that is below of mid or equal to mid is not going to satisfy our situation. So in this case our search space would reduce to this particular set of values. So in this case our min would become mid plus 1 and our max would remain to be max. So in either of the cases you see we are able to reduce our search space to exactly half. So let's see what will be the time complexity of this solution. So when we are in iteration 0, what we see over here is that we have this as our search space. But as we move to iteration 1, our search space reduces to half. Because we either choose this half or this half right after first iteration. Now similarly, out of this half also, we are going to choose a new mid, let's say mid dash, which is again going to divide our problem into two halves. So again, after second iteration, our search space would reduce to 2 raised to power 2. And then after 3 iteration, we will have 2 raised to power 3. So similarly, after k iterations, we are going to have our search space equal to sigma of Wi 2 raised to power k. Now let's assume that after k iteration, our search space reduced to a single value. So we can say that 2 raised to the power k is equal to sigma of w of I. So therefore k is equal to log of sigma of w of I to the base 2. So basically if we see the number of iterations we took to find our correct answer is basically log of w of I. So the new time complexity would become O of n into log of w sigma of wi, which was in our linear search case equal to O of n into sigma of wi. So we see the important factor that was there in the time complexity, that is sigma of wi, which could have been very huge. We reduced it to log of sigma of wi, which is comparatively very small. So this is how we can reduce our time complexity. So let's see how we can implement this. So now, as we discussed that in binary search solution, we are always going to divide our problem into two equal halves and try to reduce our problem to one of the halves to reduce the search space. So in this case, in each of the iterations, we are going to find a mid value between min and max and try to see whether our condition is satisfied that mid value is good enough to transfer all the weights within d days or not. Now I have tried to calculate this mid value in this fashion just to ensure that we are not escaping the integer flow capacity. So you can also do it in just a way like min plus max divided by 2. Now once we have calculated this mid value, we are going to pass it to our existing can be transferred function. Now if this can be transferred function returns true, then what it means is that basically all the values starting from mid till max are good enough to transfer weights within d days. So basically what it means is that mid could be one of the could be our answers, could be in our answer set still, but all the values between mid plus 1 and max can be removed from the answer set because we already have one of the values lesser than mid plus 1 which is able to transfer all the weights within d days. So basically this part of the answer set can be removed. So basically in this case what we do is that we reduce our max to mid. Now what if this condition is not satisfied? That is, mid is not a good enough weight to transfer all the weights within d days. So in this case what happens is that all the values between min and mid are not good enough to transfer weights. Now in this case anything between min and mid cannot be our correct answer. So now our search space would reduce to mid plus 1 to max. So here we increase our min to mid plus 1. So this is how we'll always try to keep on reducing our search space by half. At the end of the day, we're going to reach a space where min and max have an equal value to each other, and in that case we are going to return that value and we have our answer with us. So basically this is one of the accepted solution on LeetCode for this particular problem. You can also find the Java code for this problem in the description link below. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.